Exercise 3D is going to be split into 2 lessons, okay, but this is just one PowerPoint for both of these lessons. Okay, so I'll tell you where the split is, okay, but let's look at the first half, and we're looking at simplifying addition and subtraction of positive and negative integers. Okay, so we've done a lot of this work already leading up to this, so you'll see that some of the questions are actually quite similar. So I won't spend too much time going over content that we've already gone through. Here are some key ideas. We've seen these operations together before in exercises 3C and even in 3B. So this, I think, is helpful for you to write down into your summary books. And just like I said at the beginning of Chapter 3 in my first PowerPoint slide for 3A, you can write as much as you like from any of these slides. Okay, we encourage you to write down into your notebooks or your summary books to keep track of these notes. You can always, of course, open these up, watch them again as many times as you wish, just to help familiarize yourself with all the rules. Okay, so I have talked about in the last PowerPoint slide when signs like these are together, what they turn into. So I've said these verbally, okay, but here they are now in writing. Okay, so I'm not going to talk through all of this again because I think I'll just be repeating myself. All right. Also, we've seen questions like this before, but what this wants you to do is write each problem more simply, okay? There's lots of signs happening here, okay, especially in the middle. We don't have to write these calculations with 2 signs in the middle. We can write them in a more simple way. So, if we are going to write question A more simply, using the key ideas from the previous slide, a minus and a plus sign always will turn into a minus. So that is why we can write our question like this. Okay, you don't have to calculate it, they just want you to write it more simply. So you're going to leave your answer like that. With question B, I have 2 minus signs in the middle, okay, we can write them as a plus, okay, and even you can see they've even gotten rid of this plus sign here in front of the 5. We don't need to write that. If we know it, it's a positive number, we don't have to write the plus sign in front, okay. All right, now in this question, you actually are going to be asked to calculate the answer. All right, so we've done these questions before in the last 2 exercises. So if we have a look at our answer for A, all right, again, they've drawn a number line here. Again, if it helps you, you can do this, but you don't have to. So I'm starting at -2 and I'm adding 3 because we change these 2 into a plus. We end up at +1. With question B, I have a positive 4 plus a -7. These 2 in the middle turn into a minus. I'm at +4. I'm now going to the left 7 units. I finish at -3. All right, now this is part 2 to exercise 3D. All right, so this will be the next lesson, okay? We are going to look at more complex sums, okay? So it might involve more than just 2 numbers. So more specifically, something like this, where I've got a calculation with 3 integers here. I've got a combination of adding and subtracting, okay, and I've also even got here a -8. So if we just look at simply moving left to right, okay, you have already done bid maths, okay, earlier this year in term 1. So using your BIDMAS knowledge, you're also going to use that to help you calculate a question like this. Okay, we've just got minus and plus signs. We're just going to simply go left to right. So if we go negative 8 plus 3, we get negative 5. Okay, we just drop that negative 6, and then we finish that off by saying negative 5 minus 6 to give negative 11. Okay.